quite some time later. In Europe. And of course, Europe was very strongly influenced by the Romans, and many places in Europe took Roman concepts, Roman culture, and in many places manufacturing was unpleasant. But I have here a map of pretty much Germany of 1400. And each of those little dots you see here is its own country. Each of those little dots has its own rules, its own taxes, its own laws, and developed a little bit differently. It was a large number of microstates, often only a single city, which developed in their own way. And some of them disliked manufacturing like the old Romans did. But others slowly changed their minds. Others, manufacturing grew, manufacturing became wealthier, and with wealth, they could also donate to the church. The church also changed their mind and thought, well, if they're giving me money, they can't be that bad, really. And lots of those little places developed differently. And if they developed in manufacturing, they became wealthier, they became more powerful, and assimilated, one way or another, other places. So starting from those little individual cells, Germany and Europe became strong in manufacturing. And manufacturing rose in prestige. Suddenly, you could be proud of being somebody who makes stuff. You could be proud of manufacturing. Before, in Roman times, you were not invited to parties if you were a craftsman. Also on the marriage market, the women rather went somewhere else than to marry somebody who makes stuff with hands. No. But in Roman times, not only were you invited to the parties, you threw the parties and everybody came. On the marriage market, suddenly you looked a lot more attractive to the women because you did a respectable craft, manufacturing, you made some money, and it became more influential. So a big change in mindset towards manufacturing, that manufacturing is something. Now you could be proud of making stuff. Next comes the Industrial Revolution. You surely have heard of this, but you may not have heard about how it started with a big story of industrial espionage. The main product to make was clothing. And in Italy, in the Piedmont region here, they have developed a machine which could automatically spin silk out of little silk fibers to make a thread of silk. And a British guy, John Lombe, wanted to learn about this technology. He wanted to build his own spinning mill. So he did industrial espionage. He learned Italian. He went to Italy. He bribed a priest to get a job in a factory. He bribed the foreman to stay there after hours. And during the day he worked. During night he made drawings of the